Hi, it is Sunday. I just got back from my 3.2-mile walk and just finished my 22 push-up challenge. I just finished stretching and I should be foam rolling, but I'm procrastinating. So to make good use of my procrastination time, I am going to make this video and post it because I have decided to do a thing. And I'll tell you what that thing is in just a minute, but I want to put it out there so anyone and everyone who can see it can. Those people can hold me accountable. They can support me, cheer me on, laugh at me, whatever, because it's going to be a struggle. But I'm going to do it anyway. So where I am right now is I injured my back. I ended up having 2 bulging discs that got exacerbated to the point that sent me to the emergency room. And I was unable to walk. I couldn't hold myself up. I couldn't bend over. It was horrible. I have not experienced that level of pain probably since I was undergoing chemotherapy and would get like this horrible bone pain as my body was fighting this chemo and cancer. It was horrible. So I'm basically on injury reserve. Last week, my physical therapist did allow me and encouraged me to start going back to Camp Gladiator with modifications. So I did my first full week, which was interval week at camp, and it was awesome and horrible and hard and challenging and fun all at the same time. Like, I was so happy to be back amongst my people. Even though we're social distancing, just having, someone 6 to 10 feet away from you, pushing you, telling you you can do it and supporting you, it just helps push you forward. And I really need that in my life. I think everyone does. It's really hard, dealing with COVID, dealing with injury, dealing with, illnesses and coming back from that. And so I was so happy to be back out there. Soon I'll be able to go back full force. They said 4 to 8 weeks of physical therapy before I can get back to everything that I was doing before, as long as I'm progressing. So, started with Camp Gladiator in 2019. And up until this COVID situation, was doing that 3 or 4 times a week, sometimes 5, sometimes 6 days a week, enjoying it. COVID-19 happened. Camp went virtual and I hated the format. So I tried it, and it just, you have your mindset on what you're wanting to do and what you need, and it just couldn't fulfill that because I'm watching a Zoom of my trainer telling me to do exercises. Nobody to my left or right cheering me or helping me. There's not as much interaction because when you're on a Zoom call, you can't be, yelling out in frustration. It's hard. Can't have everybody doing that because you can't hear anything. So we're all muted. It just wasn't that vibe that I needed. So I decided to take on a different challenge. One of the issues I have, not with Camp Gladiator itself, but with me and Camp Gladiator, is that I am a super slow runner. Long distance running. I'm a sprinter, so I can sprint fast. Don't get me wrong. But long distance running, I'm slow. And I was almost always last. We would do the strength work. I'm good. Intervals, I'm good. But as soon as it came to we got to jog laps, I start falling behind. And everybody is supportive, but it's like when you used to be able to do something, or you could do it better, or you want to do it better, it's so frustrating to be last. And so when camp went virtual and I didn't like it, I decided that I would work on that skill, endurance running. I started Couch to 5K. Made it to week 4 before my back went out. So fast forward 4 weeks from there, we're right here going into week 5. And in physical therapy, hope to be done within the next week to 3 weeks, because they told me 4 to 8 weeks it would take to get myself to a point where I can get back to my regularly scheduled program. So in this downtime, I've been doing a lot of researching, and it's sort of become kind of an obsession. It's like, you know, when you can't do something, you just want to do it that much more. I can't do everything that I want to do at camp, although I was able to go back last week with modifications. But I can't jog, I can't run, no sprinting, no impact or plyometric type work, and it's infuriating. So I have been watching and reading and learning about distance running, and I have become like obsessed a little bit, definitely intrigued, and I feel like it's challenging me to do something big. And so now back to the thing that I told you I was going to do. I've decided to train for a half marathon. Now, I've never run more than 5 miles. I did get up to running 5 miles, and it was only one time. I don't know what happened, because prior to that 5-mile run, the most I seemed to be able to get to was like 3 miles. For whatever reason, on that particular day, I was just on it. And the next thing, I just like, oh, I'll keep going. I feel okay. I'm going to keep going. I feel okay. I'm going to keep going. And it was over 5 miles. That was more than 4 years ago, I believe, because it was, I think it was before I got cancer. So yeah, 4 to 5 years ago. And it was just one time. So this, and that was, you know, I was exercising, running, and all of that stuff. But I'm older now, 4 years or 5 years older from that time. And my body is different. I had cancer. It's just all different. Sometimes my body does stuff like, I'm like, where did that come from? I don't even understand. It's like I'm living in a foreign body. And so this is going to be a challenge, and I'm going to take you all on the journey with me, if you so choose to follow along. So first things first, it will be chronicled on YouTube. My channel is Page to Fit Me, P-A-I-G-E, the number 2, Fit Me. Also the same on Instagram. And if you know me personally, you'll know my Facebook, and you can follow along a little bit on there, but most of it's going to be on YouTube. Which brings me to my other why, outside of challenging myself and getting into this running, so I will not be the last person at camp when we're trying to finish the board. Also, as I was learning more about my body, why I might have gotten this injury, what techniques I need to help get myself healthy. I know there's a lot of information out there. Doctors, physical therapists, you know, massage therapists, runners, and people who have been running for years. There's coaches, but there really wasn't a space really for or from someone who's more new to running. And at times I was sort of overwhelmed and intimidated. I got over it because that's just who I am, and decided, well, there should be a space, a place for people who are slow runners, because I'm a part of the slow running crew. I'm a part of the tortoise crew. And also for people who don't have a lifetime of running behind them, who want to get started, who maybe run slow, or maybe they run fast and they just don't have good technique or haven't taken it seriously, but want to, but they don't want to feel overwhelmed or intimidated by someone who's out there who is amazing doing marathons and half marathons and ultra marathons and triathlons, telling a newbie what they should do, because they're so long past being new. And I know they have information that is available, but it's something different on working with someone who's going through it in the same level or the same pace that you are. And I think there's a need for it. So I'm going to try to fill that need. So whether you're new to running, or you've been running, or you know me and you want to help support, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, YouTube, Page to Fit Me. Follow me on Instagram. And again, if you're personally in my life, you will see some information also on Facebook. What you're going to get is me running, trying to reach this goal. There will be fitness reviews, shoe reviews, clothing reviews, different things about racing and information. So come on the journey. hope to see you soon. Bye.